video for y'all. And I be wondering, where have you been, Jah? Where in the world have you been, bro? You're probably asking, where have you been, bruh? Where have you been, bruh? Well, sorry, y'all been so gone for so long, you know, school, stuff like that, you know, gotta go, you know, saying chat, you know, saying, I don't know why I even said chat, but I'm gonna edit that out. But, so chat, today, we're gonna be doing a story time. This is gonna be like my first story time officially on the channel, so nobody say I'm dick riding. This is gonna be my official story time on the channel since I'm so calm and collected today, you know. And just wanna let y'all know, make sure y'all sub up, make sure y'all follow the Twitch. I'm live on there every single day, so make sure y'all check out the Twitch. Make sure y'all check out all my socials too. Make sure you follow me on all of them. Make sure you subscribe to here. Make sure you subscribe here to the YouTube. So you know, make sure y'all turn on. Make sure y'all also turn on them post notifications so y'all get a notification every time I post a video. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't know why I just did that. But yeah, y'all. So basically, I'm sorry. Get the camera. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So basically, chat. We're gonna be doing a story of. I don't know. I actually don't know what we're gonna do. I know what the stories are gonna be about. The story between, basically, the story of how I got into a lot of trouble. So, how do I start this? So, it all started in 7th grade, chat. So, you know, y'all, every time something happens in 7th grade, it's always over a girl. So, y'all, I started liking this girl in my 7th period. My 7th period is crazy. This would happen when I was still in New York. So, what happened was, I started liking this girl. You know what I'm saying? Started liking this girl. And she called me ugly at first. So, y'all, but this happened after my closest friend passed away. This all happened after my closest friend passed away, stuff like that. So basically, y'all, I started liking this girl. And, you know, I kind of liked her. One of my people that I knew at that time, he showed her to me. Like, basically the dude showed what I looked like. She called me ugly. So, chat, please tell me why I wanted redemption so fucking bad. But, chat, I was so hell-bent on redemption and stuff, I didn't even think about what I was doing. And, y'all, bro, she thought I was harassing her by the stuff I was saying, chat. Like, bro, the stuff I was saying and the stuff I was doing, she thought I was harassing her by saying it, but I really wasn't harassing her. I was not harassing the girl at all. I just liked the girl, that's all. I liked the girl. I liked her personally. I liked her. I liked her personality. And then, y'all, after I started liking her, I started hanging out with these group of people, bro. Bro, when I tell y'all, bro, the group of people weren't exactly the greatest good of people you could hang with. Them people were bad people, chat. Bro, they were bad people. I don't know why I just said chat again, but they were bad people. Like, they were so much bad people. One of the niggas, he was so bad, like, they were in chat. The worst thing about it, I don't know why I just said best thing, but the worst thing about it is they were both older than me. They were older kids. I was only 12. I was 12 years old, hanging with the bigger kids. And it was crazy as hell. Because, bro, I started hanging with them and shit, but, bro, I was doing bad stuff. So, at the end of the day, when I started hanging out with them, my closest friend, my childhood friend, I totally forgot all about him. I changed on him. I kind of switched on him and stuff, and I kind of regret it to this day, because when I started hanging with them, I started to get into a lot of trouble. Like, I started getting in trouble a lot. I started getting, like, bro, niggas was getting detention. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all niggas, bro, shit, it was bad, bro. The one major event that happened when I was in 7th grade for hanging with them was throwing up this shit. That was the major, throwing up this shit. That was the crazy shit, throwing this shit up to see. Just for throwing this shit up, I got into a whole fight over it. Saying I said I was Crip, and I said I was gonna stab niggas, bro. I got into a whole fight and I gave belt to ass. I gave belt to ass, chat. Words of my dads. I gave belt to ass. nobody won the fight, but I gave belt to ass. And the whole thing about it, y'all chat, is I feel like, bro, after that whole situation happened, I feel like I was just, I don't know where I was. Because after the whole fight happened, chat, I feel like I was becoming a good kid again. Because, chat, see, before I started hanging with them, I was such a good kid. Like, I never got into trouble anytime. I never got in trouble before I started hanging with them. After I started hanging with them, I started getting in trouble in school, started getting in trouble at home. I started getting in trouble everywhere. I used to even get in fights and stuff, chat. I used to get into a whole bunch of fights, a whole bunch of arguments. Just tell y'all niggas, bro, I was wilding out in 7th grade. So, you know, when I got into the fight with the dude for saying I was Crip and I was gonna stab him and shit, it was bad because it wasn't even me talking shit at first. It was him saying this is the cause chat, it was one of them testing days. Like, you know, before the summer came along, it was one of them testing days. Yup, chat, yeah. So it was one of them testing days, and all the people that opted out were in the gym. So what happened was, when I came to sit at the table, they put one of the dudes put his book bag on the chair and said, this is the dude that I got into the fight with for saying I was Crip and I was gonna stab him. He said, this is the cool kids table, you can't see here. Of course, I'm the rude nigga. That's what caused everything. I punched the nigga's book bag off the fucking chair, and I sat my ass down. I could have just told the teacher, but I'm not no snitch. I'm not no snitch, chat. I'm not gonna go and tell the teacher, but I can just, you know what I'm saying? I can just get into it one myself. I can just put belt to ass myself. Fuck what I need a teacher for? The teacher's not gonna help none. The niggas aren't gonna listen. They're still gonna be talking shit. And when I beat his ass, he literally, bro, chat, after the fight happened, and we saw him on the block, when we saw him on the block, chat, me, my mom, and my brother, and it's not even, chat, it's not my older brother in the other room. It's not my older brother. That was my older brother in the room. It's not, chat, I'm not talking about the brother in the other room. I'm talking about my brother, my big brother. The one that has a baby now, my big brother. He was there, and he's fucking huge. So, it was me, him, and my mom's. We saw him on the block by Deli. We saw him by the block, on the block. And my mom's and my big bro approached him. So, of course I didn't want to get no more action. I didn't want to fight no more. I just kept on. I just walked normally. I just wanted to get it over with. I didn't really care about if I got consequences for it, because at the end of the day, I was just hanging with a bad crowd, chat. It wasn't really my fault. I was already doing worse shit than that. I was doing worse shit than that. And I got heavy consequences for all them events that took, you know what I'm saying? All the events that took place, I got worse consequences for that. So at the end of the day, y'all, chat, when my brother took me across the street to beat my ass because he heard that I was throwing a Crip, chat, I wasn't telling the full truth. I was not telling the full truth at all. I lied my ass off. And it was dumb as hell. It was dumb as hell that I lied my ass off. So my brother, when he found out, when the dude I got into the fight with for saying I was Crip and I was gonna stab him, he said, he said he was Crip, he said he was gonna stab me. And then my brother, he got so mad to the point where he took me across the street and beat my ass. My mom, when we got in the car and my mom was driving, please tell me why. Please tell me why. I heard my mom say out of her mouth when my mom had called my grandma to tell her what happened. Why did my mom say that the dude told her that I heard him? Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I put belt to ass. I put belt to ass. Word of my dads, I put belt to ass. So at the end of the day, chat, bro, like, I put belt to ass. So chat, basically, y'all, after that whole fight happened, I got 3 days in school suspension in school. And chat, I kind of felt betrayed by the nigga that I was hanging out with that was a bad influence. I was hanging out with Amir and Chris. So, them niggas, they were bad influences on me, chat. They were way too much bad influence. Because they were the whole purpose of why niggas like was getting into fights and stuff. Chat, though, when I got into that fight for saying I was Crip and I was gonna stab the nigga, bro. When I got into the fight for saying I was Crip and I was gonna stab the nigga, bro. My friends did not even help me. If those were my real friends, they would have helped me and fought with me. Then we basically would have jumped his ass. But we didn't. because it was me by myself fighting dolly. I was dolly fighting by myself. I was fighting by myself. I was dolly as hell. I was dolly. So you know what I'm saying, Chad? That's you know what I'm saying, bro? I was dolly, bro. I don't know what niggas expect. I was dolly. I was dolly. That's all I'm gonna say, Chad. I was dolly. I was dolly. Like, I was by myself, dolo. I was solo dolo, Chad. I don't know what niggas expected me to do. I was solo dolo, fighting by myself, Chad. And I beat the nigga ass, as you can see. Nobody wanted to fight, but I beat his ass. Because he told my mom that I hurt him. I beat his ass. Like, literally, I beat his ass. Literally, I beat the shit out that nigga. So at the end of the day, chat, after that happened, everything went back to normal after the in-school suspension. After the in-school suspension happened, after the 3 days in-school suspension happened, I was pretty much done. I just stopped doing bad shit. I became a good kid again. Chat, when 8th grade came along, shit was normal. I started doing YouTube again. Because before I wasn't even doing YouTube, but I started doing YouTube because I wanted to change my life and tell stories like this to help y'all understand. Like, I am from New York. I am from New York. I am born and raised. I am from New York, bro. Shit was not easy. Shit was bad, bro. Niggas want to act like I wasn't like that. I wasn't really beating up niggas and giving belt to ass. I was. So, you know, bro, it's just like, bro, now I'm glad that I became a streamer. And I'm glad I became a content creator and stuff. Because that street shit is not for me. I could have died that day that I got to fight with the nigga. I could have died that day. If the nigga took it seriously and pulled out a pencil and stabbed me, I would have been dead. But you see, I didn't have no fear. I just fought, nigga. I ain't had no fear. I squared up with the nigga like, what's up? Like, I dead squared up with the nigga. Like, bro, I'm not scared. But, you know, that's, I feel like, you know, chat, that's the end of the story time. Hopefully y'all niggas enjoy. Make sure y'all click that subscribe button. Make sure y'all turn on them post notifications so y'all can get a fucking noti whenever I post on YouTube. And make sure y'all follow the Twitch because I'm go live on there every single day. Well, let me not even say every single day, but every Friday night, chat. Every Friday night, that's when I'm live. So every Friday night, chat. So chat, anytime there's a day off, like for example, Christmas coming up, chat. So chat, the 2 weeks that I have Christmas vacation, I will be posting. I will be on Twitch. So, but, chat, make sure y'all check out the Twitch though, cause I'm gonna be doing a stream with a female on Twitch. So make sure y'all follow the Twitch, and make sure y'all sub to the Twitch too. But make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure y'all click that, you know what I'm saying, click that notification bell. Make sure y'all follow all the socials and shit. And yeah, I'll see y'all niggas later. Hopefully this was a great story time for you guys. Because I tell you. And chat, part 2 is coming up. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Peace. Peace out.